we've come here to be. Yes, we're gonna be what we've come here to be. What if I'm a beacon of that light that shines in all of us? And what if I'm the only guide some will see? Then I must recognize within the spirit that it's only love. And I must be what I've come here to be. Yes, we're gonna be what we've come here to be. What if I did? What if I said? What if I looked around with everything with love? Love. What if I did? What if I said? What if I looked around at everything with love? What if I did? What if I said? What if I looked around at everything with love? What if I heard? What if I gave? What if my hand reached out to everything with love? What if I'm a beacon of that light that shines in all of us? And what if I'm the only guide some will see? Then I must recognize within the spirit and it's only love. And I must be what I've come here to be. And I know the first step begins within me. What if I felt perfectly whole? What if my heart opened to everything with love? What if I knew only the truth? What if my mind accepted everything with love? What if I'm a beacon of that light that shines in all of us? And what if I'm the only guide some will see? Then I must recognize within the spirit and it's only love. And I must be what I've come here to be. Yes, we're gonna be what we've come here to be. Oh, Mother, Father, Spirit, guide us from above. Our sons and daughters look to us to show them love. Come, sisters, brothers, let's hold hands and sing as one. That we will be what we've come here to be. Yes, we're gonna be what we've come here to be. What if I'm a beacon of that light that shines in all of us? And what if I'm the only guide some will see? Then I must recognize within the spirit that it's only love. And I must be what I've come here to be. Yes, we're gonna be if I looked around at everything with love? What if I did? What if I said? What if I looked around at everything with love? What if I heard? What if I gave? What if my hand reached out to everything with love? What if I'm a beacon of that light that shines in all of us? And what if I'm the only guide some will see? Then I must recognize within a spirit, and it's only love. And I must be what I've come here to be. And I know the first step begins within me. What if I felt perfectly whole? What if my heart opened to everything with love? What if I knew only the truth? What if my mind accepted everything with love? What if I'm a beacon of that light that shines in all of us? And what if I'm the only guide some will see? Then I must
Begin Within Ministries proudly presents Sofa Sundays with your hosts, Reverend Dr. Michelle Izugwu and Reverend Jeannie Sovereigns. Sundays at 11:11 a.m. Arizona time and rebroadcasts on Mondays at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Come join us on the sofa every Sunday morning. Sofa Sundays with Michelle and Jeannie. Learn more at www.beginwithinministries.com. In partnership with New Thought Media Network.
Here we are. Good morning.
Good
Happy
morning.
birthday Sunday.
Thank you. Happy birthday Sunday. Oh, let me just check, make sure, because you know this
It's
is how we are
Reverend Jeannie Sovereign's birthday today.
We
today.
should make tissues that say bless you on them.
Oh, that's
Just
a
like-
good
just like-
idea. Let's do
Sneezing,
it.
sneezing, you look,
That's
you
his
know.
$1 billion idea, right?
Right?
It's
Well,
$1
let's
billion.
hear. Are we
Are we
on?
on? Yep.
Yep, I
I
can
hear
hear
us.
us. We're good. That is it.
It is.
That is a good
It's
one.
a good idea.
And it should
Who
have.
has genius
I can
ideas?
sneeze, just have like a tissue right there, so
Bless you. Yeah. Well,
As
happy
long as
birthday.
the ink
bless you.
doesn't come off in your nose.
Just in case, like no one's around to bless you. Okay. Look at the
I
tissue.
got it.
He's more than just a sound tech,
Right.
stage
He's an-
person. He's all things.
Entrepreneur.
Thinker up here. Thank you, True Davis, for setting us up today.
That is one of those big things too, because like that annoys me when I sneeze and somebody doesn't bless me.
I know.
That's like one of those annoyance things, you know.
Are they not? Bless.
Right?
I know, it's a
But if I
simple
had tissues that said bless you on them, I wouldn't be annoyed. There you go. See how easy it
There's
is?
your advertising right there. You don't need anybody to bless you.
That's
When you
right.
sneeze,
You're already
just
blessed.
Use this. You're blessed. We bless you.
Oh my.
Yes,
My-
keep that on. She did not bring her tiara. I'm a
I
little
did not.
disappointed in the non-tiara look today, but
That's true.
she did wear the sash.
I did wear
and,
the sash.
So we're feeling okay today. We got some chocolate-covered strawberries. We buy
There
her
we
request
go.
for her birthday. I think we've had a happy start to this birthday
Me
Sunday.
too. I am feeling so good, so blessed. It's been an incredible year for me. And you know, just really looking forward to going into the last decade of the last year of the 50s decade. And so I'm excited.
Also, big party next year.
Yes, big party next year. So
I'll need to be flying in.
I just need to tell you what I want for my 60th
What do you
party.
want? What is it?
Because I'm a white girl, I never had a quinceanera, right? Because, you know, and I didn't have a bar mitzvah. I didn't have a quinceanera because I was grown up Irish Catholic. So, you know, I kind of missed out on these amazing events. And I would love, and I don't know how to say it for 60. Anybody speak really good Spanish? How would you say 60? If quinceanera is the 15, right?
Yeah.
What is 60?
Where's my husband when you meet me?
Right, so that's what I want I want a quinceanera for my 60th birthday.
You will have it.
Yes, and I'm going to get a gown. I'm getting the big old ball gown type of gown.
Do it. When I turned 30, I did Queen for the Day birthday party. And so all of my 2 younger sisters dressed up as princesses, and I was Queen for the day. And then everybody had to dress like that. And we had a big party, and it was a lot of fun.
I love that.
So ran around and with a big dress, and you know,
That's it. I really just want the big dress.
She wants
and the thing.
dress. We will make it
Right.
happen.
You
Well,
know,
and for my 70th, you all freaked me out.
We
Right.
did freak you out.
they
we were very
tried
good at
not
that.
to. You
We
know.
didn't expect the heart attack thing, but
Yeah.
it was a surprise.
Try to be careful when you're surprising people. Yeah, you know.
Especially those of a certain age.
Yes.
Wait, a heart attack?
What?
No.
No.
Almost, so like it was a whoop.
It was
I
a
was gonna say, I
scary
had
time.
no clue.
When you
Yeah.
hide people
We
in a
were
secret
very
room and
good
they
at
jump out at you.
Very good at
Probably not the best
I
idea.
know. She was looking for you,
I
actually.
know, I remember.
Oh,
that.
that's right.
Yeah, she was actually looking for little you, and I said, I think he's probably hiding from you. I think he's hiding in there. And then Whew. Anyway, we won't do a surprise party.
Thank you, I
But
appreciate it.
Quinceañera, yes, we can
Yeah.
make this happen.
There you go.
Anybody want to be on that committee?
Yeah, the
Let me know.
quinceanera
I
committee for
have one
Jeannie.
already. I'm sure
So there we go.
Drew will all be on the, anybody
There we go.
watching, if you want to be on the committee, just DM me and we'll make this happen.
There we go.
I want to wear the big dresses too. I think that's fun.
Yeah, right?
Let's
It's
go,
just-
let's go.
Just have that party. That's
We're going to have a big
amazing.
party. You
There we
deserve
go.
it, my friend. You deserve it.
Thank you.
Okay,
Alrighty.
so I suppose we should start. Are you going to pray in or out on your birthday?
I
What are you feeling?
I will pray us in.
She's feeling
I'm
called to
feeling
pray us
called to
in
pray
on
us
her
in.
birthday. Okay, let's do it.
So in this space, this tenderness, this joy of this day, of this time of renewal, rebirth, readiness, knowing that there is only one heart, one mind, one breath, one presence, and that is the divine, that is God, that is the universal source energy, that is the field of infinite possibilities, and that is us. That is each and every person within the sound of my voice and beyond. That is every teacher and leader and congressperson and senator and president of every country, of every nation, everywhere. The divine in form. So I speak my word as law, knowing that each and every individuation of this field of infinite possibility is blessed. Blessed today and every day. Since there is only one now moment, it is everyone's birthday, every day. We are always right here, right now, in the infinite expression of creation, creating, and creators. And for this, I am so grateful. So today I say, my being radiates the presence of the divine. And for this, we are grateful. So I say, thank you, God. Thank you, life. Thank you, universe. And I let it go. And I call it good. And together we say,
And so it is. It is, it is, yes.
There you go. I am very grateful for this day and this life and this, celebration of, I think it's so funny too, that we celebrate something we had nothing to do with. Like,
So
"Ooh,
are
happy
you.
birthday, thank you. You might want to call my mother. She did all the work, So it's just funny to, you know, to that we mark time like we do as humans, right? That we're like, oh, another year, another experience, or like, monthly we're coming up on the full moon, and I was telling True how each moon has its own name. And this month is a strawberry moon, hence we're having strawberries and chocolate, right? Well, actually, we're just having them because it's my birthday, but there you go. June's moon is
It's actually today, right?
it's tonight into tomorrow. Yeah, so it's like the 28th into the 29th. Yeah.
This is the first I'm hearing of this.
Yeah. So
I didn't even know.
today is also,
Funny.
besides the anniversary of my mother's good hard work,
Her birthday day.
yeah, is the I'm 59, the 57th anniversary since Stonewall riots. So for those who are unaware what the Stonewall riots were, this was a time period in the 60s where they were very much looking to suppress the LGBTQ community and especially the T community, the trans community. So there was a riot in New York at a bar called Stonewall that kind of started the whole Pride movement 57 years ago. I was 2 years old. So, but
Stood up to
they stood up
authority.
the authority to the FBI and the police, and there was so if you've never heard of this, look it up. It's a pretty amazing, and I've shared it on my page as well for today's anniversary, because I think it's important to remember our history, because those who don't remember history
Are doomed
to repeat it. Exactly. And as a member of the LGBTQ community, I don't want to see that happen ever again. So yeah, it's just a call for love. A call for love.
Love that. Yeah. So, something Ann just said, and so that's probably why Ann needs the mic, because she said something. I was like, and then you can come and get your flower punch.
Okay. I was late. I forgot my intention stones. I won't call it disagreeing, but I'll say I have another perspective on birthdays. For me, it's my opportunity to celebrate that you're here and that you're still here in my world. So for me, when someone else is having a birthday, I'm celebrating that I have them.
Oh, I love that. Thank
Love
you.
it.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
I do. I so appreciate that. That is an amazing
That's how I
thing to
feel.
think of. Yeah, to celebrate.
I want to celebrate our friends being here. My best friend always sends me happy birthday day.
Happy birthday
Mhm.
day.
Whenever on
One of
my
the
kids'
kids'
birthdays,
birthdays.
she'll send me a happy
Yeah.
birthday day,
Yeah.
mom, whatever. So it's kind of a fun reminder, because you do think it's all, when you're the mother, you do think it's all about your kid and
Yeah.
all that. And she always sent, every year I forget until I get that text that says that. I'm like, that's right. I have the privilege of birthing this particular person, on this day. And it's really cool what an honor it is to be the mother of
Because a lot of
another
times
life.
people do forget that, like, unless you, and I always said this, unless you're 17 and in the back of the car and didn't want to get pregnant, you do not understand how hard some people work to get pregnant.
Right.
I went through, I didn't go all the way to like infertility treatment or anything with Savannah, but I did have to go through some surgical things because I had scar tissue, etc.
Right.
And to be able to get pregnant, so there was something on that. So it is such a miracle. Every human being on earth came through a mom, so thank your moms. Okay, so thank your moms. And every single one is such a miracle, right? I mean, you beat out how many souls trying to get here?
Right.
And then I use the word souls instead of sperm. So,
I like that. I did have to do the IVF for my last three. My oldest was natural all the way. But then the last 3, I also had scar tissue, so
Mhm.
I had to go through extremely painful surgery
Yeah,
to deal with that. And I'm assuming
Yes.
yours was as painful.
absolutely.
That was horrific.
Yeah.
And then went through a lot to bring these 3 into the world, that wouldn't be able to be here.
Yes.
Did we not have that technology today, they would not exist because I wouldn't be able to have them.
And that
So-
would be awful because we love them.
I know.
I
I don't
know.
know what life would be like. It
Well,
would be a-
I don't know how we would do the sofa without
I
them.
know.
So
See,
see,
that was so sassy.
that's where we
I
go.
know. True.
Truth being radiates the presence of
It
God.
does.
Yes.
And when Lyric is our tech person and Trey was our tech person, I mean, all 3 of them. if
Jordan
we-
needs to come just one time to
Yes,
just
right.
do it one time.
Dr. Jordan will need you to
Yes,
do this
you'll
just
have
so
to-
you can
you'll
be part of
need
the
to
sofa.
participate.
Jordan.
Yes.
Dr. Jordan, for real.
Dr. Jordan.
Yeah, they just got to Colorado yesterday.
Yeah.
They are officially in Colorado
Oh,
Springs now
nice.
for a longer period of time now because now he's no more fellowshipping, none of that
Right,
stuff.
he's-
Now this is the official
He's an
He's
attending
now,
now.
and so officially
Nice.
now this is where he
Wow.
will
Wow, that
set-
is
not lay
awesome.
roots. He said this
Right.
is not where I will end up. But he said this is the first round. It's
Yeah.
just being all done with all the learning. So
Good.
yeah, I'm excited
That's
for them
awesome.
to made that trek the night before last and got there yesterday
Wow.
morning, and so they will set up house there.
Awesome.
I know it's interesting
really
to be
is.
a mother and watching children move along throughout their life and their different ideas, and as they grow and their changes, it's very, very interesting to me.
And as
That
Ann and I
process.
will tell you, being grandmothers is even more fun.
Oh my God.
Is because you can sugar them up and give them back.
I can't wait.
Well, yeah.
Can't wait to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I will be very good at that.
It's
I
such
know
a,
it.
it's such a blessing, you know, and it's
the whole thing.
yeah. And I am so grateful that I am here to celebrate that, and I think this is the perfect topic in case you guys were like, what are they talking about today besides Judy's birthday? My being radiates the presence of God. We are on week 26. That means we
Half
are
the year.
officially halfway
Half the
through
year.
this year.
You're celebrating it with us. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, we're
halfway
halfway
through
through.
the year.
Right.
And this has been an amazing 6 months. I
Yeah.
mean, so I am so looking forward to the next 6 months to
Exactly.
see what's happening in our world and how we manifest the divine and such. And I love this topic because the word radiates. I love radiates. It just immediately says light. Immediately.
I just see sparkling.
Yeah. It's like
Sparkles.
light, sparkles.
And when you look at over the year, this is a great time of year to look backwards and see what you've already done or accomplished, or where are you as opposed in comparison to where you want to be. Are you on track? Are you off track? Do you need to make some adjustments? Can you relax a little bit? Like what are your thinkings about where you wanted to be this year, and where are you seeing that the presence of God is radiating through you easily? Where are you able to just let it flow, and where are you kind of holding it back, or and where can you make some adjustments to that to just allow yourself to be your truth, to be who you are, and just let it go and radiate. This is something that I think is one of my struggles. My struggles because my humanness is so worried about the hair and the what if I this and that, the lighting, and what, I'm radiating the presence of God. The light's good. The light's good. My
Right.
makeup's
Light
fine.
is always
I have to
good.
get over that, right? Which is why I posted that live post this morning. I just said, I'm just going to post that. I don't care. I just need to stop caring and just post it because I got something I want to say. So I did. And my husband's like, did you put that on there? I said, yeah, I did. I did. Good for you. I'm so proud of you. I said, I know. Because I have one for the dog. And I was doing that too. And he says, if you spend as much time on your stuff as you do the dog stuff, I'm like, no, he's so much cuter. It's so much more fun to put his stuff out, right? And he doesn't have a say as to what he looks like. He's not, my hair is out of place right there, Mom, or
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what's
That's
trying
true.
to get to a place where
You
just
don't care if
allow-
your ears flipped up or not.
Right.
Yeah.
You allow yourself. You allow it. We already are this. We already are beings that radiate the presence of God. You already are that. And still, we stop it, cover it, hold it back, hide it. Like we already are doing this.
Resist it.
Oh, what a word. Resist it. Oh my gosh, yeah. Where are you fighting that thing inside of you that's trying to be, well, trying to radiate, I suppose.
I guess trying to radiate.
Where is this happening?
It's
It's such a thing to take a look back from there are so many faiths that do this at the end of the year. End of the year, they radiate, or they look backwards and they say, how was my year? I would certainly like to do it before the year's over.
Sure.
I'd like to, if I'm not doing things how I want, I'm not where I want to be, I'd like to course correct right now.
Right, before the end of the year, and you go, oh man, I should have done something back in June.
Yeah, what's happening? Right? So I think if we use this halfway mark, Jeannie's birthday, and we say to ourselves, where am I holding back my being radiating the presence of God for myself, for others, for your purpose, for your ministry, for whatever you are feeling that pull, that call, that I should be doing this. I know I want this. I want to experience this. Like, where is it? You all already know the answer. You already know. As soon as I ask that, you probably are going, well, it's right here.
Right.
I should have been over here.
Well, and also not just looking where can I be more, but where am I already more? Where am I already radiating? Like, let's also congratulate ourselves for the things we do.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Yes. We do so much in our world, in our lives, that does radiate the divine presence. I was thinking about this over the weekend. I had a very busy weekend, and I was, experiencing a lot of people. I was peopling a lot this weekend, people. And anybody that is, I am very extroverted in my personality, but that doesn't always charge me that way. I need some downtime and people-less time, right?
You're in the middle.
Yeah, I'm an ambivert. Yeah,
That's it. We're in the middle.
right. I need both to function well and stuff. And if I over people, I get exhausted. I feel very run
They're energy
down.
suckers.
Yeah, people are energy
People are
suckers,
energy
right?
suckers. I'm sorry.
You have to be able to protect your.
The best way.
You have to be able to protect your energy if you're somebody who gives out a lot. And so
Yes.
by 11 o'clock last night, as my partner and I are loading up our truck of arts and stuff like that, I was exhausted. Because I don't stay up that late.
I was going to say, that's late.
That is very
Yeah, for
late.
me, that's very late.
I'm in bed by 8 o'clock. So this
Oh,
is 3 hours
wow.
past my bedtime. Yeah.
8:39, yeah.
So it was just a hard thing. And, I'm so grateful to be able to sleep in this morning. And everybody's like, what are you going to do on your birthday? I said, well, let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit in my living room and watch Project Hail Mary. That's what I'm going to do.
That movie is so good.
Yeah. I haven't seen it
anything.
yet. Yeah.
We took your advice and the whole
So
house watched
good.
it. Oh, we loved
So good. You guys, if you have not seen Project Hail Mary, please watch that.
You should go.
You should probably
you
just
should
buy
probably
it.
see
You should probably
that.
just buy it and watch, so you can watch it right away again.
Yeah,
Because that's
there
how
you
I
go.
felt. I was like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I just want to see it.
So that, and I haven't figured out what I want to eat yet, but we'll have that. I know. Well, this is more. Well, that was the first thing Dakota asked me this morning is, what do you want for dinner? And I was like, I don't know. I want coffee right now. I don't even know what I want to eat. I was going to
You
say,
had steak. You had like a big, amazing dinner last year. What was it?
I don't
Was
know.
it
I
steak or creme?
probably had,
Fancy?
I was thinking pad thai, but then we had it last night. So,
Oh,
so now I'm
you
lost.
should have been thinking ahead.
I should have. I wasn't. I stay in the moment. I'm really about the present moment. And that is where I will say that I've really come into this year is staying in the present moment. What I found out about myself that I probably wasn't as aware of is that when I start to plan too much, I get in worry. I get in the control. I get in the overwhelm. I think the overwhelm is like, I don't know how many Stranger Things fans we have, but how they call it the upside down. Well, I feel like I have the overwhelm as my, place
Yeah.
that everything is
Your
that way.
environment is-
Yeah, like that's the overwhelm. And when I get in overwhelm, that's a hard one for me. And so this year really has been with Holy Shift to be concentrating on sanctuary, that safe place, that home place, not in the overwhelm, and sovereignty, being able to be that person who is authentically themselves in that safety. And then, now I'm going into the next quarter with sacred play. That's the next thing. So, just really looking at how life, how I can make my life more enjoyable for me versus more overwhelming, like I've been doing.
I like that. More enjoyable for me.
Yeah. Instead of if I have control of these things, why not do something I appreciate?
Why
Right?
not?
We have control of this.
Right.
We have choice.
We
I
are
have
the
the
designer,
choice,
the
yes.
creator, that's an embodiment for sure. It's the embodiment of
Oh,
the
definitely.
truth of who we really are. We're not the idea of I co-create my world. No, you're actually the creator. You're the designer. It's coming through you as you see fit,
Right.
right? As you believe it's going to happen. That's what you're gonna. So careful what you say, what you think, what you do, because that's just permeating what your experience is.
Exactly.
But you're not co-creating with anybody.
No,
You are it.
you are it. Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
little,
You
little
are
shift.
the field of infinite possibility. So what you find in that field, and remember that, like when you're out walking in the field of infinite possibility, right? Is your feet in the grass? Are you enjoying that? Or are you only seeing weeds and sticker bushes and etc.? It's all there.
Yeah.
Everything that you experience is already there. So pick wisely, my friends. That's what I'm learning to do
Right.
this year,
What
is
are you
to really
To focus on, and that's the
Yeah.
thing I've been really working on is the timeline I'm on. What
Oh yeah, we talked about
which
that.
one am
Yeah.
I going to be on? Because if I'm choosing to look at the weeds and hate them and be miserable and
Yeah.
not like, so sometimes I might sit in my yard and I might have some weeds. I have so many other things in my yard that are
Yeah.
beautiful. Why would those little weeds get any attention? And why are they even bad?
Right, yeah.
What is that?
Again, because we've decided that. And I have a plant that is a perfect example of this, right? Oh, come on, Jeannie, what are they? I knew I was going to forget it. As soon as I need it, I was going to forget it. Anyway, there's a plant that we here plant, and it grows prolifically. It has pink or yellow flowers. It is green and
Bougainvillea?
not a bougainvillea, not God's confetti. It's like a low ground plant, but it can grow into bushes.
Oh, it's
and stuff.
lantana.
Lantana.
Oh,
That's
yes,
it. Yes. So
yes, I
lantana.
have that.
Do you know lantana is a weed in Australia?
Oh, it acts just like a weed.
It is a and the only
It'll
difference
take over
is
everything.
it'll take over everything.
Everywhere
Right?
it's at.
If it's given proper
If it's given
water,
an inch, was it? If it's given an inch,
it will take a mile.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
it
have a
will.
gold-plated lantana leaf.
Yeah.
It's plated in gold.
Oh wow.
Cool.
Yeah, so lantana is considered a weed in another country,
Oh,
but
weird,
we
'cause they
plant
actually
it
are pretty.
all over the place, And
Well, it's hardy in the desert.
it's very hardy in the
So
desert.
it survives well
Yeah,
here.
even I was able to make it grow, and I can kill silk trees. So there's that. Wow, I'm still surprised that Heather has made anything like this. Yeah, she's so crazy.
Yeah, we have huge bushes of lantana in the backyard, and they try to take over the front yard. Yeah, we
Right.
have lots of lantana.
Yeah,
Right. Right. They're like the
So it's
Bermuda
really-
grass. They just grow wherever they land. They
Right.
grow and they try to take over
And
the
They're
area.
invasive species.
They are invasive.
But
Yes.
again, it's our perception. Right. Our perception is that a weed or is that a plant? Same thing with dandelions. I love dandelions, and I forget what they call them in Ireland, but they call them something very cute. But dandelions are a medicine, yet we look at them as a weed, right? Dandelions.
This is what's frustrating about that they're a medicine
Yeah.
Mhm.
and we're treating them like a weed.
Yes.
Nobody told me they were a medicine. I'm very upset about that. I
Yeah.
thought they were just for wishes. I didn't
Yeah,
know they
you
were a
didn't know they
medicine,
were
so
for
that's
everything.
very upsetting. It's very upsetting.
And the greens, you can eat them.
Yeah. The greens and the
But I
tea.
saw somebody that had the I don't know what it's called, the part that you blow.
The little puffball part.
They lit it,
Oh.
and it all lit up, and then the seeds at the bottom they ate.
Oh, they toasted them. Toasted.
Yeah, they swallowed
Toasted
it
seeds, huh?
or the medicine
Interesting.
of them. I'm
So,
like, what are we doing?
yeah,
what are we doing?
I actually am on a Facebook group called Backyard Pocket Theory, and it's like there's so much medicine that we
I want to have
don't
that group.
know.
Can you
Yeah, I'll-
share that group
I'll
in
share
the
that
chat?
group, yeah.
Because I want to be. in
I
that.
mean, because there's so much stuff that we neglect, and
Well, there's a whole
this-
conspiracy theory I could go into about why we feel about these things the way we do. Because anyway, that's how
Yeah.
we're. That's how
But
we're.
that's
but
that's a different
whole other
different
topic.
Sunday talk.
Yes, if you want to talk about it, let me know. But right now, we're on this. Yes.
Yes.
We digress.
We can digress so easily because we are not scripted. We
We are
share from spirit, and whatever comes, we trust that it's
Whatever.
what's supposed to be there.
Exactly. And, this has been just such an awesome topic about radiating the presence of God. Because what I think happens sometimes is, we get caught up in life and we forget. I know, and I'll speak for myself, I forget. I forget that I'm divine. I forget that I'm here for the experience, not good, bad. I'm just here for the experience. This is, I remember somebody was talking, I heard it somewhere about, this is the hardest school to be in is Earth School. Like in the multitudes of the multiverse, Earth School is the hardest. So if you are here on Earth, then you chose.
You're an honor student.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're an honor student.
It's like, it is. It's
Triple
like
honor
the
student.
Harvard of planets. This
You're
is the
Ivy
place.
League, baby.
You are Ivy League.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Mhm.
It's a hard one for sure.
I'm just saying, and the thing is that these senses that we are equipped with, when we're a child, we are taught that these are our senses. And this is how we feel things and see things and hear things and throughout the world. And then we have our feelings. We're not taught about what's beginning within. We're taught
Right.
about all the senses of the things out here. And so we grow up learning that these are strong, really strong, and that's what we follow. Instead of taking the time to begin within and follow from in there. So we're just taught backwards, and we spend the majority of our life trying to figure it out because it doesn't work really. It doesn't really work like that. So we fumble around, and we don't even know we're fumbling around until we get to a midlife crisis, and we go, why have I done everything I should do? Did everything they told me to do, and I'm still an unhappy person. Why don't I have the things and didn't get this? And guess what? Because you were following the humanness when it should have been your experience, not
Right.
who you are. It's the experience. You're experiencing this,
Of everything.
right? And so
Yeah.
it's different. And then so trying to flip that switch and keep it there is not always easy
Right.
because all of the things that are out here say that we're a human being.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to get inside. You've got to get in within, and make that the stronger muscle.
I'm really glad there's no camera
Mm-hmm.
on me. I love that perspective, that idea of, the dichotomy between using our senses for external things, but we're still using all our senses. But when we turn them inward, each of those senses becomes more powerful, more meaningful.
Yeah, I think we just get confused thinking that we are a human being having a spiritual experience.
Right.
And we are not. We are not. We are a spirit. We are a spirit having a human experience. And to keep that straight
Right.
is very difficult living in a human experience.
Right.
Because everything is set up to make us forget this.
Right. Everything is set up to make us forget. So that is, right, that is the thing that you and I have talked about, to what we want to bring to the world. Our ministry is to bring that consciousness back to, let's begin within. What is my true self? And that, like, one of the things I want to touch on with that is that authentic experience doesn't necessarily mean everything's going to go puppy dogs and rainbows and sunshine and butterflies, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, if you've listened to us more than 5 minutes, that's not our experience. That's not the experience of our, audience members here. Like, life happens in a very lifing way, as
She's saying that nicely.
yeah,
Very
as
nicely.
our friend Erica says, life be lifing. And and that is true, right? It's such the experience. So what I find amazing is when you walk into an experience that is affecting you maybe in a negative way. Something has happened and you're not appreciative of this life experience, whatever it may be. And someone then is able to hold that space of being there, of love, not trying to change anything for you, but just somebody that's being there and being loved. And recently I've had the opportunity to revisit the last 30 years of my life. But one of the things that really comes up for me when I met my first sponsor, we were both going through a bone marrow transplant at Walter Reed Army Medical Center. And one of the things the reason I listened to her when she started talking about sobriety and God was because she was going through exactly what I was going through when I was going through it. Yet her mentality was way different than mine. Hers was of faith and of love and of an experience that was genuine. She wasn't bypassing it. She was like, yeah, this sucks. And I believe that there's a higher purpose to this for me. And because that she had that, the poor me thing that I was going through fell a little flat with me. I couldn't sell myself on the bullshit anymore. You know what I mean? Like, that's really what it was. It was like, come on, this lady, she's able to do it. She's older. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, and it's harder. And she was at a metastatic stage where I was only at stage 3, So like, I was like, she's actually feeling this at a higher level than me. And she's saying that she has faith. Maybe I can give a little bit of that. Mm-hmm. Like, it opened up a door for me to think about maybe I can have an experience of faith, because I wasn't there at that point.
That's why it's so important for talks like this, for sharings like this, I think, because, at different levels, we finally can hear. You probably had people sharing this stuff with you for multiple times.
Sure.
And you couldn't hear it. You couldn't hear it. It didn't make any sense. It was like somebody speaking in another language for every single time. And then all of a sudden, someone says it to you and you're like, oh.
And trust me, the people that had been saying it to me for years, they thought it was amazing. They're like, oh, really? Is that what you figured out?
Yeah.
You're
like, what? You're like, what? Yeah,
They're like, I've been telling you that for 2 years. Yeah.
Right. This is part of that strange process. It takes multiple times to hear the same thing before it finally starts to seep in and you start to understand what they're saying.
Right.
Because you're growing at the same time.
Yes.
So, and you were a little more open. Like, this just you know.
Right. It's amazing the things that will open us too.
Right.
Right. They're, things can be going horribly wrong, and that's what opens you up, or things can be going amazingly well, and you're like, wow, and that's what opens you up. Or it could just be a regular Tuesday.
Right.
Though I have yet to meet that person. I have yet to meet, it was a regular Tuesday. I thought I'd drop in on a New Thought church, and my life changed. That's it. Yeah. Nobody in AA has ever said that to me either, so it's generally my experience.
Yes, something
has been there's something happens.
that makes you
Yes.
take a different route. Mm-hmm.
That's how I
Take a
got
different
before.
turn.
I was desperately ill.
Mm-hmm.
Desperately ill.
12-step program
Okay.
that said, you don't have a God you can relate to. Try this.
There you go. That is
Nice.
exactly it.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I sobbed in the back of that church like for weeks.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, you definitely need that connection because you're so
Right.
separate from your truth that it's further
Right.
you get away from your own truth, the harder everything is.
Yes. And you don't even
You don't even
that's
know
the
that's
thing.
what
You
it
don't
is.
even know what that is, right?
Right,
Like you
right.
have this gaping spiritual hole, and you don't know what it is. And I don't care where you find it, whether it's a 12-step program, a New Thought church,
Christian church,
Christian church,
whatever.
a Hindu church, wherever, right?
Yeah.
It's like anything that brings you to that divine connection of yourself and unity with all is wonderful. Is the thing that I heard somebody in AA meeting once say something about we have a God hole that we were filling with alcohol, and then
Yeah,
when we
for
remove
sure.
that, you start to go, okay, well, what do I do? Where do I go? What do I do? I still have this. And many of us try to fill that with alcohol, drugs, shopping, sex, relationships, work. I mean, pick something. I have a friend that said if I stared at a stop sign too long, I'd be addicted. So, we will find something to
Right.
try to fill ourselves.
Right.
And then we find
because
out,
it's painful.
right.
It's very
It's-
painful to
It's
be separate.
painful to be exactly.
It
When we
hurts.
feel separated, when we feel alone, no matter how many people are around, when we don't feel at one with us, that is such a painful experience.
Yeah, I don't wish that on anybody.
No.
That's
Even when you
awful.
don't really understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's usually you
yeah.
don't understand it. You don't know
why
why
does
that's
this
happening
hurt so bad?
unless you find a connection with people that are being, radiating the presence of God. Because that's what you're looking for when you're doing these things, is that your own truth that you are.
And there's something, that I really gotta give a shout out to the 12-step program for, is that they, like one of the cliches is find somebody, that has what you want, right? And ask them to be your sponsor, and a sponsor is just somebody who helps you work through the steps, who helps you with your program and stuff. And in the New Thought world, we would call that a practitioner, somebody, or a minister, somebody who will hold your highest consciousness, help, listen to what you're talking about, and then help you find what it is you truly want to feel and be and need.
Reframe.
Right, to reframe it, and that's what a sponsor is for in a 12-step program, is to help you reframe that position of what you're looking at. And I remember Mary used to say, you don't like how something looks, shift 6 inches, change your perspective.
There it is.
And that is so
There it
true. Sometimes you just have to move what you're looking at. How many times, you get a resentment, or you're mad at somebody, or somebody made you whatever, right? And then you take, you get a candy bar, or, because you were hungry beforehand or something, or you slept on it, or
It's a whole
whatever,
commercial it would've been.
right? And then you're like,
Because it works.
oh, wait a minute. Maybe they had this experience, or maybe I had this experience of them because I was tired, I was hungry, I was hot. Oh my goodness, if you live in, well, actually, I hear it's really hot in Europe now too.
Right.
Like,
we're in the heat
France
wave.
was like 107. So,
But There's no love for woman.
That's another sofa topic.
Yeah. That's
So,
another topic.
like, that is one of those things. There's so many things that influence our responses to things that if we can just stop and take a breath and go within, we'll see that that wasn't meant to be hateful. That wasn't meant to be mean. That was somebody having a bad moment.
Right.
That, you know, having a reaction. And then you can go, okay, that wasn't about me, and move forward. But there's so many times we forget that.
Right.
You know, whether it's on the highway or in the grocery store or whatever, and then we just sit with that, you know, and nobody needs that. Nobody needs that. That'll add to overwhelm and anxiety and all the other things.
You know how they say that objects don't really touch? Like the negative and positive charges, they don't really actually touch. It feels like we do, but we're actually feeling the negative or positive charge in physics. You know that? That's the same way with this. Like, if I'm mad at you and I'm yelling at you, I'm really not, has something to do with you. Even though I'm putting it at you, it really is not yours. It's mine. It's my thoughts, and usually they're about myself. But I can't see that unless I've been trained to see that, and instead I'm attacking you for it. But it's really my business,
Right.
my stuff. You know, there's a lot of us that do that, I'm included, that we will lash out at somebody else, and unless we can like calm ourselves down and go, wait, if I'm not really mad at you, what am I mad at?
Right.
You know, there's something going on here. If I'm not really scared about what am I really scared about? What is it? So having the consciousness to do that with other people, with your own self and your own experience, that really helps to kind of navigate what's going on and what the truth is.
Right. Because if there's only one,
Yeah.
if there's only one of us and there's only one thing happening, then all we're doing is mirroring, right? So when we're like throwing that out there and stuff, and thank God there are people that love us, right? We throw it out there and they're like, hey, that hurt my feelings, you know? And we're like, oh, okay, you know? And so at first, it comes back at you and you're like, ooh, I don't like that reflection. Look,
Right.
when you look in the mirror and you don't like that reflection, what do? First thing I do is clean the mirror because it must be the mirror's fault.
It has to be the mirror.
It has to be the mirror's fault, so let's clean the mirror. Okay, so we've cleaned the mirror. Maybe I need some makeup, right? So now I try to put something over it to make it the mirror's fault again, right? So the truth, once we get to that, once we've washed our own face and become very aware that what is happening in that mirror is our reflection, then we can say, oh, okay.
Right.
Okay. And then that forgiveness is about us, right? It's like now we don't have to hold that resentment to the mirror. I don't have to blame the mirror anymore because now I can see me. And then I can thank the mirror. I can be grateful for the mirror, you know? And yeah, sometimes it's hard, like if it's a funhouse mirror. So, you know, where there's a little distortion happening.
Just clarify what mirror you're talking about.
Right, you know, I like the mirror in my bathroom. I think it has really good light, you know.
It makes you
It makes me look thinner, yeah. It's just, you know, it's nice and big. I have affirmations on it. Yeah.
But the gratitude, I think that's what you said there with to be thankful of it. I think that's so important because do we really want to be running around trying to create a life we love with an operating system that we are not aware of, fighting against us the whole time?
Yeah.
And not allowing it to manifest because we've got this stuff going on that we won't look at, that we hide, we mask up, we push to the side. Why do we do that? When we're working so hard on going to church and working on our spiritual stuff. Maybe we're working all this stuff, but I don't want to look at that stuff over there. But it's still, no matter if you look at it or not, it's operating underneath everything you're trying to do. It's a silly thing to not be wanting to see, wanting to look at yourself and say, what are you doing? Yeah. Why do you think this way? What is causing you to move like that? What is it really? It's not, if it can't be so-and-so, if it can't be because of that person and this thing happening, if it can't be all this out here, because I'm telling you, it feels like it is all of this, but it is not. It's in here. So what is it in here that is making this all the reality? What is it?
Right.
And let's look at that. Let's take some time this halfway through the year and let's look at that. If you're in a place where you're like, yeah, I don't like my job, I don't like my spouse, I don't like my this, I don't like my weight, and what, like, write your list, because I have my list. I'll write my list. So let's look at it and then ask yourself some serious questions. Why do I feel this way? What makes me feel this way? And what am I doing? Can I do about that? Here's what I want it to look like. What am I willing to do in exchange for that outcome? And just be honest. Just be straight honest. You don't have to go. I used a life coach. You don't. And it's, sorry, life coaches, but like you don't really have to go to a life coach to figure that out. You already know. You already know all your answers.
Right. Because again, a life coach is a mirror, right?
Just a mirror. Now maybe you need one for
Sure,
accountability.
but sometimes we do.
Right,
Yeah.
and we both have been practitioners,
Yes.
same thing, just in a
Yeah.
spiritual sense. So having somebody you say, well, here's what I'm creating. Okay, well, I'll help you be accountable. That's fine. You know your answers. You don't need somebody else to
Right.
give you that. You can write down your list and ask yourself those questions. What is happening here? Why am I manifesting this? Why am I unhappy? Why am I whatever it is? Why? What is it? And what am I going to do about it? Look at those answers for real. You know, and I think on the flip side, it's really important for those of us who are comfortable and have been, you know, radiating the presence of God, our presence of God, help to show the way or help share where, you know, I don't claim ever to have all my ducks in a row, know exactly. I work on this.
I don't
stuff
even know where
too.
my ducks are sometimes.
She loses them.
I do.
It's okay. I can hear them around here somewhere.
There's some quackers.
I know. But this is why we sit on the sofa, because we are moving through this process as well. And as we assimilate and learn information, we are sharing it because we're allowing that to be, we're being a conduit. We're letting it come through us. That's why we don't script, because I want this stuff to come through me
Right, to
naturally.
be real.
To be real and to
authentic,
share
yeah.
in real time what I'm dealing with, going through, learning how I'm doing it. I know Jeannie's doing the same thing. So that is radiating the presence of God. That is how we do it. Don't hide your stuff. Don't hide what you're dealing with, what you're going through, how you're going through. Like, we're all doing it. All of us are doing it. But the more of us that let that radiate through us, the truth of who we are and then how we're moving through stuff, I think we'll.
I love that. I love that you brought that up about
Yeah.
don't hide your stuff, because,
Yeah.
you know, there's another, to quote a recovery cliche, you're only as sick as your secrets.
Yes.
Right? And so what happens is we look at ourselves and we judge our insides by other people's outsides, how they look like they're doing, right? And then we don't know them, right? Like, if you don't know somebody and you're all like, oh, I wish I had like Reverend Jeannie or Reverend Dr. Michelle or whatever, you know, and then you don't know us. You don't know the struggle. You don't know the thing that we go through that get to that space. What you're seeing is because we just, you know, you have to get dressed when you leave your house. Okay? Like, so what you're seeing, right?
Oh,
Like,
no.
so you're seeing what gets put on so we're appropriate in the world. I do my best, people. I do my best. But the truth is like when you're really going through it, there's a lot of inappropriate things, right? Like there's a lot of like, you know, you don't want to just like carry the message, not the mess, right? Like this is the thing, right?
Say that again.
Yeah, so like that, okay, that is really what we're trying to do, is carry the message, not the mess, right? Is to have that. So, but trust me when I say we process too. We go through the mess too. There are things that aren't perfect in our lives, and that's what we want you to know. We want you to know that all humans do. This is what we're here for. And there is a way that you can walk through this with love and being held by a tribe and process this and come out the other side and go, wow, I am so grateful I saw that in the mirror. Whether it's physically, you know, the mirror in your bathroom, or it's your mirror of your friend or your spouse or your coworker, whatever that is. But once you see that and you're aware of that, and now you can do something and make a different choice, get a new perspective.
Exactly. I love that so much. I so agree with that. With that, we can just walk away from the sofa today having you all understand that. I think we've done a lot. We
Yeah.
can take the rest of the year off. Probably.
Yeah, there you go. We're done.
See you next year. No, I'm just kidding. But I think I like what you said too. When you're looking at everybody else and you're measuring yourself against their outsides, that's a very unfair thing to do because that's not your experience. That's not your human experience. You didn't have those parents. You didn't have those, that upbringing. You didn't have any. You don't get. That's not you. This is you. This is what I'm doing. And one of the practices that I really like is looking at the several areas of life and deciding what you want from those areas of life. It might be similar to what we say we're doing or what we want or whatever. You may have some of the same goals as me. Or maybe you have the same dream car as Jeannie or whatever it is.
Right.
But when you look at the 8 areas of life, which I don't remember all, but what kind of career you have, how your money looks, how your health looks, how your
Friendships.
your relationships
Personal
look,
space.
yeah, your fun, all that stuff. When you look at the areas of life and you say, here's what I want my career area to look like. Here's, if I had 100% of what I wanted, here's what it would be. Where am I at right now on that? On about 30% of the way. Okay, what would get me from 30% to 100%? What do I need to do? Where's my work? What's my thing?
And then be open.
And they open to what comes.
As it took me 4 years to make that
Oh.
30 to 100.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean,
Be open, but then you're measuring yourself against yourself.
right.
You're not measuring yourself against anybody else. That is not fair. That's just
No.
not how that's and it's not gonna work very well either.
Right.
It's not a fair thing to do, and it's not the life. You don't want my life. You don't want someone else's life. I promise you really don't. You want this life, this experience
That's
that
what
you
you
are
came for.
having. That's right. That's why. You may, if you were to get to switch places, you'd be like, this is not, like, you wouldn't like it. So we're supposed to have this experience. That's why you're in the experience you're in. But you're also supposed to decide what you want. And then what you're going to do about it.
Right.
So I really feel like that's the
I have-
radiant presence of God. That's what
I
That's what
have
you're doing.
one quote from an amazing metaphysician, Auntie Mae.
Oh, I love Auntie Mae. She's my
Auntie
favorite.
Mae,
I love her. Great
Life is a
food.
banquet, and most poor suckers are starving
They
to death.
are.
So there you go.
They are.
That's one of my favorite movies too.
They are. I love that. We should watch that together.
I know.
sometime. That would
We
be
should.
very
I
fun.
love that one.
But yes, and yeah, I feel like a lot of us go through this life experience either not living up to the potential that we have. We don't do anything to support that either. We are ungrateful for what we already do have, what we already have created, and we don't know what it is we want to be. We don't know what it is we want.
Right.
We just go about by default, letting ourselves being flopped around by whatever is happening. That's not how we're supposed to do it. We are creators. We are designers of this life experience, and we need to start acting like that. I'm talking to myself, really. We need to start behaving like that. Where's your tiara? We need little
I know. I don't have my
crowns.
tower on.
Like, this is who you really are. Start acting that way, right?
There you go. I love it. I love it.
That's how I'm feeling today on your
All right.
birthday.
On my birthday, my sash is falling off. There you go.
It says, it's my freaking
freaking
birthday. Just in
There
case
you
you
go.
didn't know.
Because it might be hard to see all the way there.
There it is. That was our soapbox for the day.
That was
Boys
a
and
good.
girls.
That was a good soapbox on the sofa.
My being radiates the presence of God.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else? Anyone else? Anne's in prayer position. She's like,
She's ready. She's ready.
she looks up. She's like, what are you still
Okay,
talking
right.
about? I'm ready.
She's trying to pray. Oh yeah. All righty. Ready?
Oh, take a deep breath. Recognizing the one life, the only thing there is. The presence, the energy, the power, life. Each one of us expressing it, designing it, creating it, experiencing it. Each one of us perfect manifestation of that divine energy that moves in, as, and through us. We are each the one. And from the place, that place of my truth, from within, I speak my word for all of us. Knowing that as we allow ourselves to recognize our oneness, to recognize our truth, as we allow ourselves to begin within, we receive, we know, we feel, we move with our divinity. We move with our love. We move with our power. We move forward, strong, brave, excited, full of laughter. Each one of us creating exactly the life we are here to create, experiencing all that we've come to experience. And I'm grateful for the part that SOFA, that Begin Within Ministries, plays in that. I'm grateful as the presence of God radiates through each one of us in the sharing and ideas and the laughter and the connection as we share this moment together. Our time today has, as usual, been blessed and guided by Spirit. And so I let it go. Know that it is perfect, whole, and complete. And together we say, and so it is.
Thank you. Ah, that's beautiful.
How can we support you?
Well,
There you go.
well,
Thanks for asking.
Cool it off out there.
Yeah, we would like
Like a little cooler, like some rain.
the temperature turned down.
So
But
all
if you like
divine
the-
creators.
That's right.
Some rain,
Divine
please.
creators, we pray
We
rain.
pray rain.
We pray rain.
Rain, please.
And if you'd like to support us in our ministry, we would love for you to like and subscribe right now. That's right. Right now.
Hurry
Push
up.
that button. Hurry up, do it. And then go over to our Facebook group and join on our Facebook group. It's called Sofa Sundays. It is a group, not a page. Check us out. Invite yourself. We'll let you in. It's a great place to be. You find out what's happening on the sofa if we're having guests, or just if we're like sending out little questionnaires of what you want in life and some little tidbits on how that helps.
Yeah, we have community going on.
We have community going
Yeah.
on. And if you would like to and are able to give financially, please go to beginwithinministries.com. You can make a one-time donation, or you can join and become a spiritual church club partner.
Yes,
What is that, you
you want
may
this
ask?
month.
Well, that for $45 a month or $75 for a family or a couple, you do get a mug, not shot. And you get our classes for free. and you get a little sofa charm that I do not have on, and neither
I
do
did
you.
not wear my
And you get our gratitude for helping us bring our ministry forward in this world.
and our books.
Oh, yes, in our book. And we're so blessed. I know this. We have many partners that don't physically get to come to Phoenix, but they're online and we share with them. We actually have one from Australia.
We're global
and
people.
we're global.
She makes us global.
She makes us global.
So
So
it's Prague right now.
yeah, there is that what they are? Yeah, because she was
I
saying
love
that
it.
she sent me a thing this morning about happy birthday, and then she's like, "It's hot
Aw.
here," and I was like, "I'm sorry." Yeah, so
Yeah,
Very-
it's hot overseas.
it's hot overseas. So that's how you can help us. And if none of that works for you, just keep joining. Just keep joining. We love having you here.
We do love it.
And so now I'm just going to keep talking until True comes up. Oh, here he comes. So we love you, and we'll see you
Have
next
a great
week.
Sunday. See you next week.
Have a great one.
Thanks for watching. Tune in again next week at 11:11 a.m. Pacific Time, or Monday evening at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. In partnership with New Thought Media Network.